Welcome to 2025 and this accordion journal we're going to work in a little bit. This is the second time I've recorded this. The first time I thought I was recording and I didn't. So I'm going to just show you what I did in the first iteration and we'll do a little bit more decorating also this time around. So you see the tag in there that's marked as January. I got a Cricut Joy Extra, so I've been cutting things out and playing around with it. Backed that onto just a piece of plain white cardstock, simple and easy. And then we're going to move on to what else I made, which is that tag. I backed just a simple copy paper digital onto that blue cardstock. I'll show you what I did. I'll do it again. Yeah. Simple and easy. Do you have any digital items that you've printed off that you've just sort of tucked away somewhere? Find them. See if you can use them in something different. This is a digital from Attic Lane, and I'll link below to that. It's Printemps, which is spring, I believe, in French. And it printed out on just plain copy paper, which is a little too flimsy for my taste in a tag, so I'm backing it onto the blue cardstock. It works out easily. And then I'll punch a hole through the top, like I did the first one, and use a little bit of seam binding, which was crinkled up when it was wet and let to dry that way, so it makes it crinkly. You can see on the screen there the white version, and I use a little bit of green on this one. Also making use of the holes that are naturally in the paper, in the grid paper. It's a 3-ring hole paper, and I decided to tie the tag into the existing holes. So as you're working on your journals, whatever you're working with, just let it be an inspiration to you. What else can you do? Just punching a hole through using the larger of the 2 hole punches on the crocodile and threading the little bit of green seam binding through the hole and then into that second hole you see there with the grid paper. I don't know if I'll leave it there. I might. I may look for some reinforcement stickers for the holes if I do choose to leave it there. Our journals, well, for me anyhow, I don't know about you, but for me, they sort of evolve. I start with one idea and it may stay. I may keep it that way, or I may change it. Now this is a die cut. It's one of many that you see strewn about the table from a friend. There's a word I cut out with the Cricut Joy. And in case nobody's told you today, you matter. You do. You're special and you matter. I tuck it there to remind myself and to remind you too. Now this bird is a sticker. Again, one of the many that a friend sent me. And I decided to choose that one that's on there because he was facing inside the journal as opposed to outward. And another. I'm echoing the roses or the red that's there and echoing the blue. What you see is an old junk mail envelope with the window. And I used a different digital, both to back it and to make a tag inside. And another digital that you saw already from the beginning. Now I want to make it a little more pretty with another of these stickers, these transparent stickers. Simple and easy. That's what this is about. Using what we have and making things interesting. And again, they may stay that way, and then again, I might change them. You'll see in the next part of this video where I have a ribbon and I've glued it down to the page, but I decided to change the way I decorated it or used it. The edge of that sticker was sticking out, so I decided to trim it off. And here is some washi I'm adding, changing how I decorated that part of the journal. I'm going to tuck that washi for both sides, one side and the other. Fold it over. And the ribbon holds a journaling card. And that's the end so far of the papers that I've put together for this journal. And now to do something with that little, one of the tags that are in there. Oh, I lost that one, so I'm tucking it back in where it belongs. It's one thing about an accordion journal. It sort of flops back and forth. Now I want to put something there, just add something. I have a bird sticker. Nope, not that one. Let's find another one. Lots to choose from. Yeah, I think that echoes the color. A little bit of purple, a little bit of the peach color. It'll look nice there. How are you doing? How was your Christmas and your holiday time? Ours was very busy. I'm doing this video late. I'll have to upload it tonight so it shows up for you tomorrow, Sunday. I try and usually make my video earlier in the week, and oh wow, it was a very busy week. So I tried to film it and the light is sort of leaving. It's almost dark out. So I have enough light to film right now. That's good. All right, now back to the teacup. I decided I didn't want the teacup there. I wanted to highlight the blue of the flower. So I'm going to use an index card and another die cut of a window. And it'll just sort of peek out the top. Gluing it on. Very simple, very easy. Don't think that you have to make things real complicated in your journals when you make things. They don't have to be complicated. What is pleasing to your eye? What is interesting to your imagination? Sure, there can be complicated things or things that are difficult to do or intricate. Absolutely. But it doesn't always have to be that way. And sometimes we have time for complicated things, and sometimes we don't. And yet, we can still take a little bit of time to be creative, right? I don't know about you, but for me, being creative is like a break. It's like taking a breath and just relaxing a bit from real life. I hope your crafting is that for you also, an escape. I wish you well. We'll see you next week. Next week, I'm going to start something new. So in the meantime, happy crafting. We'll see you next week. Take care. It's Lori. Bye for now.